So, by the way, we caused a little kerfuffle. Did you hear about
Mm.
this? So when we talked about Eric July, and I guess
Oh, why we're supposed to hate him? Yeah, I'm still confused on that.
yeah. Okay, so I actually figured it out. I could report back to you. Okay,
Oh, okay, good.
here's what happened. So apparently Eric July, this is okay. Remember, this is from like word of mouth, the things I'm gathering. Eric
Sure,
July basically made this comic book, and he made a lot of money off of it. And Comicsgate, I guess Ethan Van Sciver, hadn't released what's it called? Cyber Frog 3, I believe, in a few years now after raising money. I believe this is what happened, okay?
okay.
So Ethan Van Sciver, I guess, started drama with Eric July and makes fun of his drawings and his script and all this stuff. There's sort of
So,
a
well,
poke
I mean,
fun at him.
why would he give a shit? Like, if this dude, if July released his comic or whatever, why would Ethan Van Sciver give a shit? Like, I mean, how does that fuck with him in any personal way?
I guess because he, from what I hear from last night, me and Psycho were talking on this channel, but he says apparently, Ethan Van Sciver is sort of the one who started Comicsgate, I believe, and he sort of believes that all indie comics, it's sort of like he's the I don't know, he's like the okay, I'm starting to say this, like the Ralph of the sector. I'm the top on down. I'm the one you go, like I'm the one who does everything here. So I
Well, I mean,
believe
here's
it's sort of
what I
like
know
that.
about EVS. I mean, I like Comicsgate isn't my thing because I'm not a comics book guy, right?
Me either. Me either.
Um, I've been on stream with him, I think, once or twice before, and this would have been 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. And it was in regards to like a grifter coming in to try to like bilk them all. And my whole thing was like, just be careful because
Mhm.
this person's probably just coming to scam you. And that was it. I was like, aside from that, I can't say shit about the comic stuff because I just
Yeah,
don't know about it.
same here.
And I know that like he was like a figurehead, and I know like comic artist raised money and did all this successful stuff. But my question still stands is like with the Eric July thing is if there's some great reason that he's supposed to be super funny and great to fuck with, I'm like they're not presenting it in a way that makes it digestible because I'm just some dude watching from the outside and it just doesn't like it comes across like I don't know like they're
Well,
bitter or pissed off about something, but I don't know what it is.
well. My theory sort of floated around. Someone's like, "Oh, Andy doesn't know the whole story." Well, I mean, I'm giving you like other gist, basically. I believe it's because he has a show called the Trash Cast, and it's sort of like like
So is it
drama.
just
It's
all
just
these guys like
drama.
to shit talk? Is it just they all like to shit talk each
Yeah,
other?
yeah, it's like drama. It's like how Kumite
And
was
then
and shit, and like we
so here's
are.
here. So is it my guess? Oh, my guess would be then, Comicsgate has their own version of shit talking each other, and then a couple of IBS people thought, oh, I can like glom onto it to get some donos and shit. Is that basically probably what happened?
Basically, that's basically it. Yeah, and what's happening now is, I guess, since Riley, the guy who went to Eric July's his great grandpa's grave or something. The one
No,
who
I do know this. No, Riley was the one that was joking about doing it. There
oh, he
was
was
some other
joking.
dude.
Oh, it was someone
Yeah,
else. Okay.
there was another dude that like posted pictures of like
Mm.
the gravestone or some shit, and there was liquid on it. And at first they're like, oh, it's just water, but then later on he's like, no, I did piss on it, and then he deleted the tweets and shit.
Oh, okay. It was a joke then. It was just a joke.
The Riley thing,
Yeah.
yeah, but another dude though,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Okay. Cool.
So I mean, that's what like I was like, okay, well, I mean, if we're going out and like
Oh,
desecrating graves and shit, like, what did the dude do
Oh,
to escalate it to that?
Riley went to the warehouse. That's what it was. Riley went to the warehouse and
That
security kicked him out or
that one
something.
okay, that one I don't know about.
Yeah, because I knew Riley went somewhere. Well, Dick Masterson and Vito and Riley and like Mint Salad, they're all friends or whatever. And I guess EVS now has been backing Vito. And EVS apparently is mad at me and my show. In fact, he watched our clip while we were live talking about Vito, and he
Sure.
was very upset about us talking about Vito.
About
Um,
what I think I'm trying to think like when I talked about Vito, I said, "Where's his comic book?"
yes,
So
Yes.
what's to be upset about that? Like, wasn't it supposed to be out, or are there no updates, or there's some shit like it's taking
Yeah.
forever?
Yeah, well, they watched that, I guess. Yeah, they watched that and they were just like really upset that we said that. And like
Oh,
he's like
hold on. I gotta check my give a shit meter. Oh, no, it's at 0. Sorry. I just pressed it. Nope, batteries are in it. Yeah, it's sitting at 0.
Yeah, so I guess this actually sparked like this like that was the first domino that basically hit for Vito to be on a stream, and he got really mad. He's been very upset, by the way, about this stream we did. And what he ended up doing was bragging about the comic on a stream 2 nights ago, right? And he's showing the script. He's like, "It's done. Look, it's gonna be out soon. Here's the script." So he shows the fucking script on stream. And
Okay.
does he not have a link on the top to a Google Drive that has
Oh,
not been
he
restricted?
had it up on Google Drive. Okay.
And it wasn't restricted. And Josh Moon tweeted it out.
So wait, so have people read the script then?
The whole script's out there, yeah.
So is it like, is this just like a singular comic book, or is it like the whole fucking story of? I don't even. What is his comic called?
Super Killer or something? Super
Super
Killer?
Killer. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it like the whole fucking universe of Super Killer? It's like all the secrets and plot points out now?
Well, Josh Moon had an interesting tweet. I'm gonna have to find it here. But he believes that okay, I'll just like tell you what it is. So he apparently so Josh Moon believes that the character is a self-insert for Vito. And there's a scene that it ends with the self-insert Vito character, like Vito being accused of pedophilia. This guy is accused of being a rapist. He falls, his costume rips off, and he falls on a naked chick.
Okay.
And then people see him and believe that he's raping her. And that's how the ta-da, that's how it that's the that's
So
the clip.
it ends on a cliffhanger of sexual assault.
Yes. I'm
Uh,
not, I'm not exaggerating. You should read Josh's tweet. I'm not even kidding.
yeah, like I said, I'm more of a manga, a manga guy. You know, I'll read my perverted shit in Moon Runes instead. Thank you very much.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that's kind of he's very upset that the script was leaked. But it's like you leaked it yourself. Why wouldn't you restrict your Google Drive, like that specific one? Like why would you leave that open? That's like a Ralph thing to do when he revealed the fucking the sex tape and he had
Oh,
it
I
on
mean,
the drive.
you know, on the one hand, I could get it. I could get it being upset if you leaked all your
Of
shit.
course, yeah, yeah.
In regards to like a like a financial product or something like that.
I agree too. Yeah.
Yes, I kind of get that. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because I don't like him and he doesn't like me, but I get why he's mad. But Josh Moon's just like, oh, check this out, motherfuckers.
So is Comicsgate still going? I mean,
Well,
this is like year 7, right?
I think it's year 7. However, I've been reading on some drama now. I would need a guy to come in here and explain the whole thing. But what I gather is it's been fractured really badly. Like there's like 5 different factions.
Oh, see, I thought they were like all doing well. Like I thought the whole point was like, oh, we're like, independent guys, we're raising money for our own products and shit, and like everybody was doing well and making money. And that was the other thing I guess that confused me a bit about the July thing, because from what I understand, hasn't he done like really fucking well on his shit? Like he
Oh,
put
he's
his
doing
product out, made a bunch
amazing.
of money.
Yeah, he's doing amazing. He's like he released his new comics like the other day. He's making millions off of it. I haven't read his stuff. Again, I don't read comics, and I've been like very
And
busy
so
and stuff.
is the Eric July guy? Is he like a little guy? He's like independent then?
Yeah, so Eric July, I guess. Oh, yeah, so he was a YouTuber, I believe. And he's like, I'm gonna make my own thing. He writes the comic and he has an artist do all the artwork.
Sure.
And oh, there was like apparently like possible he was like using assets, but we talked about that too, right? The assets, the 3D assets or whatever. For the
Yes, yeah. Like again, I maybe it's because I'm reading a different medium, right? But like I don't really give too much of a shit. Yeah, there are a lot of what are they, mangakas, whatever they call them. You know, like manga and manhwa artists that are really talented, right? Dudes out there that draw fucking everything by hand.
Mm.
It's super amazing. It's great, skillful, artful. That's great. That's wonderful. But there are a lot of fucking things that I read where these guys are putting out chapters, right, or issues, basically, like once a fucking week. And so you start to notice like assets that are getting used. Like they'll draw the characters, they'll draw the fights and effects and all that shit. But when it comes to like a cityscape, man, they're not going to take the time to fucking draw by hand and entire. You're going to see assets pop up.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, exactly.
It's even with video games, you see that a lot. And I mean, there's a difference between somebody using like an asset for a character model here or fucking building here or doing like an asset flip. I'm not saying just make it nothing where it's just all assets.
Yeah, it's all assets. Yeah, exactly. But
I don't,
a tree
give
or
a
something.
fuck. Yeah, if you've got a tree that you pulled out because you've got a fucking timeline you've got to hit, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, like when you play any game, any trees or grass or whatever, and especially with Unreal Engine now a lot of the tools are just like in the actual thing. But I guess it's a big deal. I guess it's a big deal for Ethan Van Sciver. He's not happy. I don't hate Ethan Van Sciver, by the way, at all. Like I like him. I have no problem with him. I don't watch the show, but I don't like. This is what I hear. I hear he was upset, and him and Dick Masterson were really upset and talking about this.
My opinion on the July thing has fuck all to do with Ethan Van Sciver or even Masterson or any of them.
Yeah,
my whole point with it is like, what did the guy do that makes him such a funny target, I guess. But like nobody's like put together like a list of, okay, well, he was caught with furry butt plugs up his ass, or oh, he's got a piss fetish. Like what am I looking for here? Because all I hear is, oh, he doesn't here are the criticisms I've heard. He engages with his trolls too much, gets upset somewhat easily.
Sure.
And his comic is mid.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but like that's not fucking interesting. Like you got to get. I'm used to dealing with people that like stick stick bicycle pumps up their fucking asses. So you got to give me a little bit more, right? You couldn't have done that.
Yeah. Like that's what I think. So for me too, and Ashton, like the reason we're so confused and don't follow it that well is like we're busy dealing with like America First and fucking Ralph and other crazy shit that when I'm like, oh, it's comic, you don't like it? All right. There's got to be something we're missing. There's got to be something.
Maybe his comics pure shit. Again, I'm not a comic book guy. So, I mean, I hear people say mid. I get what they mean when they say mid, right, as a judgment of it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm not a comic guy. So I guess I can't compare it to it. Maybe it's a world's worst fucking comic. But if the guy's doing it independently and he's selling shit and delivering on time, wasn't that the whole fucking point, was building up independent dudes that do their own shit?
Yeah. It sounds like a bit of jealousy. I might be wrong again. By the way, CJ Man for 10 subs. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much. I'll read more subs in a second, guys. Thank you for the Holy shit. Can we hit it?
Somebody in your chat said he needs maybe he's dating pearly things.
Yeah.
Is he going to pick up the slack?
Yeah.
Oh, she'd be all over that.
Oh my God.
He's not only is he black, but he actually has money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and so that's what I think about that. Like, I don't like. I'm just viewing. So you brought it up, and I was just viewing the this whole situation, from the outside, and gave my opinion, obviously. And I don't really have too strong of an opinion on this subject matter. But then when I watched the clips of them attacking us, and they were like very upset, and I'm just like,
well, the thing that caught my attention with it was, and this is a funny meme, and it's really funny.
Sure.
It's the I'm pretty sure it was Nick Ricana, right? It was like, I wish you $1 million.
Yeah.
To him, right? And so I was like, I don't know who this guy. Like, what is this all about? So I looked at it, I was like, I'm still confused as to what the fuck is going on. But I've been using that line for everything.
Yo, dude, yeah, it's so
I've been using it it's just an everyday conversation. I wish you $1 million hats. It's just fucking great.